Greetings, everyone. This is Andra, the Traveling and Saving Chief, and I am in debt, but I am getting out of debt with my debt-free marathon. If you are interested with my update, this is the end of July 2024 update. Please stick around. Okay, everyone. So if you have missed and you're interested, I have a whole playlist where I started. I explained all of the debts that I'm doing. I have 10 consumer credit card debts. Well, 2 of them aren't credit cards, but they were loans for the Disney Vacation Club. So this was the original plan, and I will start with the update, and then we will look back at that paper in just a minute. My challenges are from Cash Bear Mama, and anything different inside I'll talk to as we go along. Again, this is my update at the end of July 2024. I am an active duty Air Force member. I'm also a licensed professional counselor on the side. I'm a divorced mom of 3 grown-ups. I hope to retire from the Air Force next year in 2025, towards the end of the year. And these are the 10 things that I'm going to update you on, 3 of which are already paid off. I also do other budget with me videos, sinking funds, savings challenges to go into the sinking funds, etc., etc. So that's how I've been getting after this mess of a debt. So we are starting with number 4 of 10 debts. And this one was my Disney Vacation Club loan. When we started this in October of 2023, I had a $3,567.93 balance. And here are the different payments that I've made. And this was an 11% interest rate. And what I did several months ago is I moved it to my USAA Visa card, which I'll get to in just a minute for that update. But I moved $3,120 and some change over there because the interest rate was only 4% as opposed to the 11% that I had on the Disney Vacation Club. So the good news with this one is, guess what? I made the last $1,310 payment during the month of July. I made, is that a 2 or a 3? I must have made a $300 payment and then a $1,010 payment. So I paid this one off early. This one was not due to be paid off per my plan until next month, August of 2024. So we are going to update this sheet. We're going to mark that one off. Number 4 is completely paid off. We paid it off in July of 2024. So the next one that we're going to work on, we will get there in just a moment. Let's go ahead. First of all, we're going to celebrate. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. And we are going to color in the rest of these masks. This particular sheet to color in with Minnie Mouse with her little cute self sleeping is from Denise at Loving Life at 60ish. And I am going to fast forward through the rest of this while I finish coloring. So I will shut up now. And we are finished. We are finished with number 4 of 10. We are finished. I owe Disney Vacation Club no more money. I do still have dues that I have to pay each month. But with the amount of points that I get, I feel like it's totally worth it. I like to go there a couple of times a year. I've been to Disney World like a gazillion times. I've been to Disneyland. I plan to get overseas when I retire next year. And, well, not next year, but in the subsequent years to get over there to Tokyo and Paris. Like, I have so many plans. I've also taken a Disney cruise. And then with Donna Powered by Creativity, we also have a Disney cruise coming up in November of 2025. So that is something that I will use my points for. But basically what I was saying is I still do have to pay dues, which is no big deal. The loans are paid off and I get to move on with my life. We are going to work on number 5. So the number 5 debt is my city thank you card. So we've already paid off. City Simplicity was my 3rd debt. That one's paid off. So when we started the city thank you card in October of um, 2023, sorry. We had a $4,366 balance, and I don't think I started showing this sheet until March. So actually that may not be exactly correct. Anyway, the point is right now, I did make my minimum payment, and these payments coincide with my budget with me videos. So was only doing the minimum payments for all the other debts while I was snowballing, whatever debt I'm working on. So now this one is the one I'm about to tackle. The balance right now is $4,021, and my August payments will obviously be much larger so that I can get after this debt. So for this one, we are only going to color in each doodle. These sheets that I'm going to show you, these 100 doodles to Disney, are by Debt Free Charts. So this one, I'm going to finish coloring in the one I was working on, those little Disney. Oh, make sure you can see that. Let me just make a little adjustment there. Sorry. We're going to finish coloring this little part in here. And then we are also going to do one more doodle. And now you will see me as I tackle this one, I will be coloring in many more as we work through this city thank you card. The interest rate is 0%, so I should be able to get after that super fast. Okay, and like I was saying on my sheet, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 are paid off, and we are working on the city thank you. And my plan is to have that one paid off by December of 2024. Now, if you haven't seen it in my budget with me, or if you're not familiar, I am in the Air Force. I said that already, but I will be moving into base housing in the next 2 weeks. And so my budget is going to change. I don't want to say drastically, but it's going to change quite a bit. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to look until I do the new budget with the new amount of rent that I'll be paying for my base housing. So anyway, more to come on this. But like I said, the plan, I'll have August, September, October, November, and then December. So I'll have 5 months to get after the city thank you card. All right. Next up is the Best Buy City. This one, when we started, was at a $6,700 balance. And I am using my 100 envelope challenge box to pay this off. In addition to the 100 envelope, because the 100 envelope is only going to be $5,500. And my goal is to have this done in January of 2025. So in addition to the 100 envelope box, I'm trying to grab it, you guys.
5,050, not
I'm
5,500.
also doing a 52 Friday challenge, which I have well over I think I'm over seven. I'm closer to $800 saved in this one. So between my 52 Friday, which will also be done at the end of December, because I did start this the first Friday of January of 2024, I am getting after that challenge as well. So those two combined will help me finish whatever my balance is come January of 2025. So the update for July is I made a minimum payment. So my balance right now is $62.19. And this is number 6 of 10. And we're only going to we're just going to finish coloring the rest of this little guy here, because we're just making those minimum payments. And each of those little doodles are $67. Okay, so when I had said earlier about the USAA Visa card, here is the USAA Visa card. So because I had transferred in that remaining balance of the Disney Vacation Club loan number 2, I kind of stopped tracking this from April, and I just left it alone. So all I did here was picked it back up in July. I haven't made any more progress on this one. And this is number 7 of 10. So the starting balance of this one was $6,930. We're at $66.55. I'm not going to color anything on this. I just wanted to provide that update. So we will resume, because I had transferred in a balance, it was difficult to tell which part was from the vacation club, which part was from what was already there. The interest rate is only 4%, but still, that's why I didn't choose to do anything with this one. So we're going to leave this one alone and keep going. Okay, number 8 of 10 is the Amex Sky Miles card. So this one, I will make this payment here in the next, let's see, in the next 2 to 3 days, because it is January, you guys, it's July 27th when I'm recording this video. So I will make this payment. So we're going to estimate the interest. So our last payment from June of a $349.68 payment, because it's the same payment because I transferred from the Amex Sky Miles and got a personal loan instead. Our last one, $296.01 went to the principal, and $53.67 went to interest. So we're going to just estimate this right around the same. So actually, let's just do it together. We're going to do, so if we do $57.84.25, which was where we were at last month. Sorry, you can't see that very well. Okay, now you can see it. All right, so if we just estimate that we're going to do let's just say 200 and, whoops, 5784.25. We're going to estimate that $300 are going to go towards the principal. That means we'll have $54.84.25. And I can just wipe this out, you know, when I do actually make the payment and fix it. So we're going to be very close. That's going to be a very close guesstimate. So no worries on there. And we are going to color in. So if we say that, we are going to color in 4. How about we'll do 4 point. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little bit of the 5th one on our little doodles that we're going to color in. Make sure you guys can see that. Okay. So let's do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And we'll do a little bit of that 5th one. And I'm just alternating back and forth with my little highlighters here. I love me some pink and purple. Okay. So this one, and that will signify what we've paid off for this month for the Amex Sky Miles, although it's in a personal loan with a much quicker payoff plan than what was happening with Amex Sky Miles. And this card is at a 0 balance still. Okay. The next card is what I call my Felix card. I lost my baby kitty. I lost him he wasn't a baby, you guys. But he was my baby. So I did lose him in September of 2023. So this card was at a 0 balance, but his vet bills, when I tried to save him, I ran up the credit card. So that's why sinking funds are so important. So important. And even pet insurance. I've been looking into pet insurance as well. I'm not saying I'm going to get it because it looks kind of pricey, but anyway, this is number 9 of 10 debts. So this one is at a 4% interest rate as well. And in July, so you guys, I wanted to get this sucker under $5,000. So I made 2 payments. So I made 2 payments of $67. So the balance right now is $49.17. Just took the change off. Okay. So since we did that, we're going to color in 2 doodles and a little bit of a 3rd one. So let's do this one and this one. And we're going to do a little bit of this one. And that signifies where we're at with this credit card. And that was number 9. Now, number 10 is Macy's. And I was asked, what in the world did you buy at Macy's? The starting balance was $8,275. This one is at a 0%. I've definitely bought lots of like kitchen things and like clothes, and years ago things for the kids when they were younger. I mean, my kids are grown now, so this has been going on for quite some time. But the most recent purchase was, well, I don't even want to say recent because it's still been a couple years, but it's furniture. I did buy furniture on the Macy's card. They have some amazing furniture. So if you didn't know, then you know now. Anyway, The starting balance, like I said, 8275. We are now at 78.97 for this one. And we are going to just color in one doodle for our 10th debt. And because each doodle is $83, that is right about my minimum payment per month. Okay. So that's it of the 10 of 10. But I have been providing updates for my Upstart loan. You guys never ever get an Upstart loan. Just take my word for it. They will rob you blind and make you feel like you're really doing something. But when you're in as much consumer debt as I was in, I thought it was a good deal at the time. Anyway, so I did start this loan on 6th September of 2021. My interest rate is 13.39%. I did start with a $33,600 balance. And with my July payment of $771 total, $576.11 went towards principal and $195.16 went toward interest. So far I've paid off $16,394 and some change. So that is the Upstart loan. Each of the little doodles is $336. So we're going to color in two of them. So let's get that done. The little circles here on this cute bow, make those purple, and then we'll do these little ears, this pink color, and that is the Upstart loan. So last but not least, we are going to go through and see how much we have, what percentage we've paid off so far since we started tracking, and how much. So I'm going to go back to where we were at with number 4. Well, that's a zero balance, so we don't need to add anything there. So now we're going to do this. Oops, let me regroup a little bit here. Let me make sure you can see that. Okay. So we're going to start with each balance. $4,021 for this one. $62.19 for this one, for the Best Buy. $66.55 for the USAA Visa. $54.84 for the Amex Sky Miles, which is in a personal loan right now. $49.17 for the USAA Amex card. And $78.97 for the Macy's card. Okay, so I am going to be right back so we can do the final totals. Okay, and now to get how much percentage that we have paid off, we are going to take what was the amount that we've paid off, which was $13,395. We are going to divide that by what we started with in our debt, which was $48,594. And that gives us a 27.5. So you figure we're at 28% paid off on our debt. I am super, super excited. We'll just keep it at the 27.5. I'm super excited though. I never would have thought that I could do this. I mean, I guess I thought I could, but I didn't know how I could do it. But definitely starting this YouTube channel and remaining accountable to not just myself, but to you guys has helped me continue on this path, and even working through like why I was spending money and just being just frivolous and just careless with my money. Who knows? Anyway, so I've worked through that, and I'm so excited to provide this update for my end of July debt-free marathon. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.